What if I told you that one of the sweetest fruits on Earth is also quietly trying to digest you? It sounds like the plot of a strange science fiction story. But this odd little battle actually happens every time you eat a fresh slice of pineapple. Think about it. You take a bite. It's sweet, juicy, refreshing. Everything seems perfectly normal. But a few minutes later, something strange begins to happen. Your tongue starts to tingle. The inside of your cheeks feels rough. Sometimes there's even a slight burning sensation. Most people assume it's just the fruit's acidity, something similar to citrus fruits like oranges or lemons. But that explanation isn't quite right. The real reason is much stranger. Because when you eat raw pineapple, the pineapple is also eating you back. Welcome to Ordinary Things, Deep History, where we uncover the hidden science and surprising stories behind the everyday things around us. And today we're exploring the bizarre reason this tropical fruit behaves like a microscopic predator, and how people discovered its strange power long before modern science could explain it. To understand what's happening, we have to look inside the pineapple itself. Hidden within the fruit is a powerful substance called bromelain. Bromelain is an enzyme. More specifically, it's known as a proteolytic enzyme. That sounds complicated, but the idea is actually simple. Proteolytic enzymes break down proteins. Think of bromelain as a microscopic pair of scissors designed to cut protein molecules apart. And here's where things get interesting. Your mouth is made largely of proteins. Your tongue, the inside of your cheeks, and the soft tissue on the roof of your mouth are all built from layers of protein-based cells. So when you bite into raw pineapple, you break open the fruit's cells and release bromelain into the juice. As that juice spreads across your mouth, the enzyme begins doing exactly what it was designed to do. It starts breaking down proteins. That tingling or burning sensation you feel after eating pineapple isn't just irritation. It's the feeling of bromelain slowly digesting the outer layer of cells in your mouth. In a very small way, the fruit is literally digesting you. Fortunately, the damage is extremely minor and temporary, but the sensation is real. What's fascinating is that people understood pineapple's strange ability long before scientists ever studied the enzyme responsible. Indigenous communities in Central and South America had been using pineapples for centuries. They discovered that wrapping tough cuts of meat in pineapple leaves, or soaking meat in pineapple juice, could make it incredibly tender. The meat would soften dramatically in a short amount of time. What they didn't know was that bromelain was breaking apart the muscle fibers inside the meat. In other words, the fruit was acting as a natural meat tenderizer. Even today, pineapple is sometimes used in marinades for exactly this reason. But bromelain's protein-breaking power doesn't just affect food. In the early 20th century, workers in pineapple processing plants noticed something very unusual. These workers spent hours every day cutting fresh pineapples by hand. After long shifts, many of them noticed the ridges on their fingertips had started to fade. The bromelain from the fruit had slowly broken down the outer layers of skin on their fingers. Some workers even temporarily lost their fingerprints. It sounds dramatic, but the effect wasn't permanent. Once workers began wearing protective gloves, or simply took a few days away from the job, their skin regenerated and the fingerprints returned. Still, it was a powerful reminder of just how effective this natural enzyme can be. So if pineapple has the ability to digest proteins, why doesn't it completely destroy your mouth every time you eat it? The answer lies in how resilient the human body is. The tissues inside your mouth regenerate extremely quickly. Your body constantly replaces damaged cells, often repairing minor damage within hours. And once you swallow the pineapple, the bromelain doesn't last very long. Your stomach contains powerful acids designed to break down food during digestion. Those acids quickly deactivate the enzyme, stopping it from causing any further effects. In other words, the pineapple's attack ends almost immediately. But what if you want to enjoy pineapple without the tingling sensation at all? Luckily, there are a couple of simple tricks. The first is heat. Cooking pineapple destroys bromelain completely. High temperatures break down the enzyme so it can no longer affect proteins. That's why canned pineapple, which is heated during processing, never causes the same stinging feeling as fresh pineapple. The second trick comes from parts of Southeast Asia. Some people soak freshly cut pineapple in salt water before eating it. The salt slightly alters the structure of the enzyme, weakening its ability to break down proteins. It's a simple way of disarming the fruit before you eat it. Of course, pineapple itself isn't trying to attack humans. Bromelain likely evolved as part of the plant's natural defense system, helping protect the fruit from insects and other animals. Humans simply happen to experience its effects because our tissues are also made of protein. So the next time you bite into a slice of fresh pineapple and feel that familiar tingling sensation, remember what's actually happening. Behind the sweetness, a microscopic chemical reaction is taking place. For a brief moment, there's a tiny, invisible battle happening inside your mouth. And somehow, it still tastes delicious. If you enjoyed this strange piece of science and history, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Ordinary Things, Deep History for more fascinating stories hidden in the everyday world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.